You know, I have to say that I am very, very lucky. I have so many awesome people to interact with on YouTube, and everyone is always so nice, and they really do. You guys really like watching my videos, which makes me happy. And to be honest, I love reading your comments, and I like hearing about or reading about your stories in your everyday life and interesting things that are going on with you guys. I feel like for the longest time, because I kind of let my anxiety get the best of me, that I missed out on reading a lot of comments from people, you know, just things in their everyday life or things that hit, you know what I mean? I'm glad that I have been able to sort of get myself out of that YouTube funk that I was in. Not even YouTube, it wasn't about YouTube, it was just personally feeling the anxiety and the stress I put on myself, which was so completely unnecessary. But anyway, I'm just going through comments and responding and things like that. So, and I just got through watching Shaun of the Dead. If you're friends with me on Instagram, you guys saw the dinner I made last night. So I think most of you probably know that I'm slightly obsessed with anything British. I have some obsessions. Like, I'm obsessed with mangonadas, which are Mexican, and the English culture. Like, I just, you know, I wish I talked like that. I just find it fascinating. But anyway, last night for dinner, I made a roast. I made a Sunday roast on a Tuesday. I made a roast and Yorkshire pudding and homemade gravy, which it was amazing. And I don't go gaga over food, but damn, the gravy I made, and it was from scratch. I didn't open a packet, I didn't read a recipe, I just threw stuff in, and I was like, holy cow. And my husband too, he ate so much last night. I could not believe how much he ate. And after he ate, he sat back and he was like, oh my God, I can't move. He was like taking regular pieces of bread and putting them on his plate and dumping gravy over them. It was awesome. But Gemma was telling me, she was giving me some ideas for things to make. So I think what I'm going to do next is make toad in the hole, which is Yorkshire pudding with sausage in it. Ooh, that's weird. Sorry, I just got distracted for a minute. There's a fence in my backyard that separates us and the other neighborhood on the other street. And yes. Can I help you?
I don't like my face on the internet!
Okay.
Don't find me!
What's going on?
Want to see something crazy?
Yeah. Let's go see something crazy. Why not? He's working on the Mustang that he broke.
Shut up.
Let's go check it out. What?
Alright, so.
And he likes to drop stuff too.
So, this is the old exhaust valve, right?
Yes. Oh, it's dewy out here.
Yeah, that's nasty. So grab the top of this and move it back and forth. See how much play there is?
Yes.
New valve guide.
Oh, none.
Yeah, isn't that cray-cray?
Yeah.
So I got one valve done, I got 7 more to go.
Oh my God. Good luck. I believe in you. You can do it. All right, have fun. You need a fan out here, I'm telling you.
I need an air conditioner.
I told you, get a fan going, get the air moving, won't be so bad.
Well, if you start making some buku money, we can live down here in the wintertime. Back up in Ohio.
When I start making buku money. Hear that? I'm going in now.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. He really is a genius when it comes to cars. He taught himself everything. He has a He has a, what's the word am I thinking of? Anyway, he's very smart, and he's good with his hands, and he's good with fixing things. I mean, he really can figure out anything. I'm not, I mean, I guess maybe if I applied myself, but he's just natural at it, you know. I'm the kind of person that has to work at it. Things just come to him. Thank God. I feel bad for this guy. Joshua's at work. And look at how happy he is. Joshua's at work, so he has literally been, he's been following me around the house. Look at his tail. He's so happy. He wants a treat. Look at him. What? I wish he could understand. I wish he could hear me. What? What? Look at him. He's looking. I guess it's time for a treat. He's so cute. Who's a good boy? I hate to think about not ever having Charlie. It's hard to even imagine not having him around. And I went through that when I was younger. We had a German Shepherd, and she was my stepmom's originally. And then when her and my dad got married, we took the dog in, and we had her for a long time, and then she ended up having a stroke, and we had to have her put to sleep. And that was probably, at that time in my life, that was the second hardest thing I ever had to do or to deal with. I think I was like 15 or something. But I don't like thinking about stuff like that, but Charlie is definitely getting up there. He's 13 now. And Daisy, my friend Shelly was asking me how old Daisy is. We don't know, we have no idea. My stepson brought her here. Actually, when I was going through chemo, they came to live with us, and they brought Daisy. They had no idea how old she was then, but I'm assuming that she's older because she has gray hair around her mouth. So I guess if I had to put an age on Daisy, I would say that she's at least 7 or 8, at least. And something's up with her. I'm not quite sure, but she seems depressed. She doesn't come out very often. I mean, look. There she is. She doesn't come out anymore in the rest of the house. I mean, that guy, different story. But Daisy, it's not like her to just, I don't know, be so antisocial. I don't want to bug her because I feel like if I call her, then she feels obligated to come out, but then she'll only stay out for a couple minutes and she runs right back into Joshua's room. I don't know. I have to clean. I want to make a video, a makeup video. My friend Beth, she knows, her and I have only really been talking for the last, I think, 2 or 3 months. And we go back and forth on Snapchat and Instagram and whatnot. And the one thing that she has figured out about me, and I'm sure she probably figured it out pretty quickly, is that I'm very good at talking myself out of things. And I feel like if I talk too much about a certain thing, especially like makeup, I just talk myself out of it. And I get to the point where I'm like, I don't even know why I wanted that. I don't even care. It's the same thing with that Morph 350 or the 350, whatever it is. I've wanted that since it came out. But every time I go to look at it, I'm like, I don't need that. So I just keep talking myself out of it. I still haven't bought it. And it's not expensive. It's like $27 after shipping. So, but she knows that I talk myself out of stuff. Anyway, there's these new limited edition eyeshadows from NARS. They're called Hardwire. And my friend Vanda had one called Pygar, which I think was absolutely beautiful on her. I've seen it on her many times, and I was like, holy cow, I really want that. Well, after talking about it for like 2 weeks, and the fact that I can't go to Sephora and swatch it, I just was like, forget it, I don't want it. Well, Beth ended up buying it for me and having it sent to my house. So she had it sent to my house. So I'm going to make a video using that today because I'm really excited. So I think I'm going to do that now. I think I'm going to wait on cleaning because, I mean, whatever. The mess will be here when I get done, right? Okay, so here's my look that I just did. using that NARS Pygar. I don't know why I look so dark right here. You guys see that? Anyway, the eyeshadow's amazing. I really like it. I like it a lot. Look, I did a little poofy thing up here, but I got this one hair that doesn't want to cooperate, but whatever. I'm not doing anything today. So I like it. I like that eyeshadow. I think it's pretty. And I got a little ponytail. My friend Claire sent me these. She lives in Transylvania. I really like them. I wore them for my video. So I have to clean up my mess because I made quite the mess. It's not a lot of product because I really didn't use a lot of products on my face. And my eyes are 3 eyeshadows. Pygar, Carbon, and Saddle. That's it. And I hid those from my husband. He asked me to hide them, and last night he comes up to me and he goes, "Where are the Milk Duds?" I was like, "You told me to hide them." He goes, "I know, but I need some." It's kind of funny. He put himself on a little bit of a, well, he put himself on a diet. He eats cookies a lot every night. And so the other day he was like, "Don't buy me any more cookies." And I said, "Seriously?" And he's like, "Yeah, don't buy me any more cookies." So I said, "Okay." So, why is this so dark? The other day I found him eating, I bought cookies for like dunking into tea from this company called Birds. And they're really hard cookies, but you know, anyway, so I hear this noise and I'm like, "What is that?" So I turn around and look and he's eating these cookies and he's like, "I just want a cookie. I'm eating these rock hard cookies." And I was like, "Well, they're supposed to be crunchy like that." He's like, "But they're so hard." I was like, "I'm sorry." Can I just say how hard it was to get this hoodie on without getting makeup all over the hood part? What I did was I sprayed my face with that face spray, the Pearlescence, to like take all the powder down. And then when it dried, I very carefully stuck my head through. And this hoodie, it's the part where your head goes through, it's not that big. So that was interesting, needless to say. Anyway, I really, really like Pygar. Isn't it just, it's so pretty. So I think what I'm going to do now is I haven't done a haul video in a while, so I thought maybe I would do one of those. I actually have bought quite a bit. It's a lot of drugstore stuff that I've gotten recently. Because to tell you guys the truth, lately I just have not, I don't know, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of like foundations, new foundations that are out, and Charlie is trying to get in here. I feel like there have been a lot of new foundations that have launched, and there's some Cover FX drops that everybody's like going gaga over, but I just don't, I don't know. Right now at this moment, I'm finding myself more interested in like drugstore stuff and even indie brands. Although right now the only indie brand really that I've been purchasing is Feather River Body. But I'm just not. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's entirely too much hype and attention put on. And almost like giving people this like sense of urgency, like they need to buy it. But, you know, like the new stick foundations from Anastasia, and then I think there were some from Hourglass, and then like all this skincare that's coming out, it's like overload, you know, it's too much. So I'm almost finding like some peace with certain drugstore brands that like, they're not shoving things down our throats, you know, and there are a ton of people who love drugstore makeup, but I don't feel like, I feel like there's a difference between people who really enjoy drugstore compared to people who enjoy more high-end. I'm sort of in between because I like both, but I'm also not to the extreme on either end. You know what I mean? But I feel like right now I'm almost feeling somewhat put off to all of the sort of like high-end stuff that's coming out. I have no desire to try any new foundations that are out or concealers, because it feels like too much. It's too much. So I don't know, I'm almost taking comfort in the fact that I find these little drugstore things that I just really enjoy. So I'm just, I don't know, I guess I'm more or less sort of concentrating on that. My husband's watching a movie in the living room, and he always has the TV on really, really, really loud, which I've already talked about this in one video. He's always got the TV turned up super loud, so I always have to leave the room because if I don't, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me right now. Also, too, I haven't done like a celebrity inspired look in a really long time, so I was thinking that if any of you want to make suggestions for a video for like a celebrity inspired look, leave that down below too, because to be honest with you guys, I have a hard time deciding who I want to copy or who I want to take inspiration from. My friend Gemma said she will send me some Tanya Burr makeup, so I'm really excited about that. Hopefully I get that soon so that I can make a video and do like a little mini review. I haven't looked it up on YouTube if any Americans have used her product, so we shall see. Some of the best popcorn ever. Look how big this bag is. I got it at Sam's Club. It was like $4. And I really like Garrett's popcorn. A friend of mine that I used to work with, she brought me, or she didn't bring me, but she brought some Garrett's popcorn back to work when she came back from vacation or something like that. It was so good, but it's so expensive, like really super expensive. So I probably won't ever get that again. So I will eat the second best thing. Whew, I feel better. I took a shower. I had to get the makeup off. So I think what I'm going to do is organize my stuff for tomorrow's videos. I made a list of things that I want to do tomorrow. I thought about doing different backgrounds. Nothing, I don't know. You guys kind of know how my personality is. Like, I like a little bit of this, I like a little bit of that, but I'm mostly sort of like a Halloween-y type person. But it's really hard to find things that, number one, aren't crazy expensive, and number two, aren't so cartoonish. It's really hard to find things like that, because I would like to do backgrounds of, like, I love silhouettes of trees, you know, so like some kind of tree silhouette, maybe with some birds or bats or something like in the background. I don't know, like I really like stuff like that, but I don't know if I have the patience to draw a scene and then cut it out. I feel like I would probably destroy it. So try and work on finding something that, you know, is maybe a little bit more my personality. So we'll see. But I really do like the stuff that I got. I just, I started thinking about that. I do not want to fall into the typical, like, YouTube background. And that's something that Beth and I were kind of talking about. And if you notice that a lot of YouTubers, they have candles in the backgrounds. Or they all have, like, their IKEA drawer thing set up. Or they have Christmas lights, you know, the white lights in the background. Like, I don't want to do that. It never really occurred to me to do that, but then a few weeks ago, her and I were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I said, you notice everybody does the same thing. Everybody has their beauty room, and it's white in the background, and there's always like some frilly stuff hanging around, or pink, or, you know, big letters with lights around them. I do not want to be like everybody else. I want to be me, and I want my background or whatever I decide to do to be a reflection of me. I don't want anybody to ever look at my channel or my videos and go, oh, she's just like everybody else. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but I just want to be an individual. I want to be me. So it is now 1 o'clock in the morning. I just got done editing the makeup tutorial that I did earlier today, and I posted it on Instagram, and I think that by far this is like, I think everybody just really liked the look that I did, and I don't even really think that it was my look as much as it was like how pretty Pygar is. So, like, so far I've got 89 likes. I never get 89 likes on anything ever. So, I think everybody really liked it, so I just, that eyeshadow, I mean, it's impressive. I wish that I could get more of them. But I'm happy with what I have, honestly. I feel like I should go to bed, but I don't like leaving my computer on all night while I'm in bed. And I had every intention of filming my overnight oats video, but I got caught up in editing. So, and look, I even brought my light out here so that I could film that video. But I mean, if you've never made a video for YouTube or edited a video, you don't realize like how long it takes to edit an hour-long video. And for someone like me, I just talk and talk and talk. I can talk forever. So there's a lot of like editing. So right now I've got the video down to 26 minutes. So I did it as kind of like a get ready with me, but good Lord, I need to turn this down. My husband's in bed. My youngest is in bed. My oldest is at work. But anyway, it takes so long. Like I don't think people realize how long it takes. It's a pain. I wish I could pay somebody to do it for me, but then I would be over their shoulder constantly like, no, leave that in, take that out. Well, that's a terrible angle, get rid of that. But anyway, I got it down to 26 minutes. So right now it's actually making the video. And tomorrow I'll watch it again, and if I need to shave more off, I will. Like I said, I don't like making long videos because I feel like it just loses people's attention, but you guys can let me know what you think of that. And I don't really like him on the couch, but I feel like he's, I don't know, I feel like he's, I don't want to say in pain, but he's just moving a lot slower now that he's getting older. And you want to see something funny? Look at who's right behind me. She's so funny. I can't even sit back because she just has to lay right behind me. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna sit up for a little while longer, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. So I'm just gonna end this now. So anyway, that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Okay, I had to come back on for a second. I was just watching a video. So I found somebody on Instagram, and she said she had a YouTube. So I was like, oh, I'll check out her YouTube. So I clicked on her link, and a video popped up, and she's doing her thing. And she says, trying to create deep set eyes. I don't have deep set eyes, but I wish I did have deep set eyes. And then she's like, if you have deep set eyes, you're lucky. And I'm just like, oh my God. You have no idea what you're talking about. She has loads of lid space. She could pretty much put her crease wherever she wants, and you're complaining. You see, it's a perfect example of how no one's ever happy with what they have. I don't mind my eyeballs. I just know that when I'm about 70 years old, I'm gonna have 2 hollowed out sockets in my face. Okay, that's it.